Hey, what up? It's Jack Spade back with another one. In this one, we're gonna talk about a brief overview on how to create content when you're a music creator. We're gonna add the video to your audio, like peanut butter and jelly. They go together, you know what I mean? Run it! So we all know, everybody in the world needs content. It don't matter if you're a business, brand, music, artist, astronaut, a magician, I'm sure they need content as well. So how do you go about figuring out how to create content when you're a music creator? There's so many different ways to look at it. There's so many different cameras, there's so many options, and there's so many different types of content that you can do to grow your brand. So I'm gonna give y'all a few tips and an overview on some of the things that you need when you're trying to create content as a music creator. All right, so the first thing you obviously need is a camera. You can use your phone or you can use a higher quality camera like a mirrorless camera. I have a Panasonic G7 and I also use a Blackmagic 6K because I shoot professionally. But you could pretty much use any modern mirrorless camera to get some good video. You can make a great video with an iPhone, especially the newer ones that are out, or even if it's just like one that's like 2 years old or something like that. But the benefits of having a separate camera is that you can use your phone for other things while you're recording. Next thing you need is a light. If you don't have a light, you can use natural light from a window, but be aware that you can only shoot in the daytime. And you will have to change the settings as the day goes on because the light will change because the sun is moving. Well, the earth is moving, you know. But anyway, things are moving and the light will change throughout the day. So you may have to keep changing the settings on your camera as you go along. If you do buy a video light, get something with a softbox. Harsh light is really not that flattering on a human face because you need the light to be diffused and soft. You want to set your light to the side if you want more of a cinematic look like I have, or if you want it to be more even, you could move it to the front. Ring lights are good if you want the light to be even all around the face. That's why a lot of makeup YouTubers use ring lights. Some of the best brands I like to use is like Viltrox, Aperture, Godox is really good. And make sure you get a light with a battery so that you can move it around and don't have to be plugged up all the time. And make sure you get the right battery for your light when you get it. Most of them run on these Sony batteries, so you could get that off Amazon as well. Now, a lot of people have problems with how to even come up with ideas. Now, ideas are absolutely endless. No matter who you are, you can make videos that give your audience some value. There are many different types of videos you could do, but here are a few. You can do performance videos, creative process videos, educational videos, day in the life vlogging style video. The main thing you want to do is have a plan. Write some bullet points down, what you want to talk about in the video, some key points, write out the mood, what you want to create, what angle you're going to be shooting from. You want it to represent the type of brand that you are. Make sure you have depth. If you have a lamp in the background or colored lights like I have, it's great. There's backgrounds you can get on Amazon that you can just pull down from a roll and then you could have it behind you while you sing and everything like that. You just want your set to look good and you want it to represent the type of brand that you are. The most challenging thing about creating these types of videos is audio. But here are some of the ways you can record audio. I'll focus on performances and creative process type videos. You can use the mic you record with if you have a home studio, or if it's just you singing and talking to the camera, you can use a on-camera shotgun mic like a Rode Micro or a Rode NTG, a lav mic like this Tascam recorder that I use, or if you want something wireless, you can use the Rode Mic Go. What I use is a boom pole and a Rode NTG5 shotgun mic. Keep in mind, the closer you can get to the mic, the better. And you'll also need to figure out what method you're going to use for getting high quality audio from your DAW. You might want to film yourself singing or playing into the DAW and then sync the audio with your camera later. More on that in a second. Or you can lip sync to an already recorded song, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's your voice. Just perform it maybe from a few different angles, and then you can edit all of that up. Or for a more raw sound, or if you're doing something a cappella, you can record with music in the background or play an instrument while singing using an on-camera shotgun mic, or maybe even an audio recorder like this Zoom H4n that I use. If you just want the highest quality audio out of your computer, you can use your audio interface. even the headphone jack, and you can plug it into a audio recorder. But make sure you have the right cable that can split the stereo field. If you record with 2 or more different audio devices, you'll have to sync up the audio in post. There are a lot of ways for you to do that, but I'll tell you the easy way. All right, so this is a quick demonstration on how to sync your audio. It's real straightforward. You want to make sure that you're running on your camera and running on your audio recording device. Right now, what I'm wearing is a lav right here. So you can see that little microphone right there. I have the Tascam recorder. The DR10L is the name of it. It can be anything. It could be another camera. It can be a recorder like this right here. It could be your screen recording, you know, whatever the audio is. Keep both of them running or all of them running so that you don't have to do a lot of syncing up to different files and everything like that. So after you're recording, you want to do the clap. Now what you can do is just line those up in post. So after you're recording, you want to do the clap. Now what you can do is just line those up in post. If you have Final Cut, DaVinci, or Premiere, or professional editing software, you can sync up your audio pretty much in all of them, I believe. It's still much easier when you have only 2 files to worry about. So just let the video run, let your screen recording run, and kind of sync them up later. You can also use something like Pluralize, which lets you sync up a whole bunch of clips at once. So if you're gonna have to stop a lot of times and you're gonna be creating a whole bunch of different clips, then maybe use something like Pluralize. Now for editing, you can actually do everything you need to do with the iPhone and the iPad, or even just the iPhone. All you need to do is get one of the programs that they got. They have a lot of good ones on iOS. They got LumaFusion. If you're gonna really wanna get into editing on your iOS device, whether it be your iPhone or your iPad, get LumaFusion. If you got a Mac and you want speed, I would say Final Cut is probably the fastest one because Apple optimizes Final Cut. It's gonna be fast as it can be, especially if you got an M1 Mac. I just got an M1 MacBook Pro, and I'll talk about that in another video, but I really love the performance I get from Final Cut and from DaVinci as well. DaVinci Resolve is dope because you can get a free version and you can just start editing right away. So if you're doing just some very basic edits and stuff like that, you can use the free version of DaVinci Resolve. But if you're using a PC, you can't use Final Cut, so you're either gonna have to use DaVinci Resolve or maybe Adobe Premiere. Those are the 2 I recommend. You can do professional editing in any one of them programs, but what you want to do is just download the trial version of each one just to see which one suits your workflow the best. So let me know if y'all interested in seeing my editing workflow. I'll go ahead and do a video on how I edit these YouTube videos. But that's it. Those are the basic elements of creating music content, but of course you will have to go down your own road and find out exactly how you want to do it. This is just meant to be a starting point for artists just trying to get an overview of what it would be like to record their own video content for their music. If you have any questions about anything, leave them down in the comments and I may do a video about it if, you know, I feel like it's warranted. You know what I'm saying? I use them big words sometimes, but you feel me, you know what I'm talking about. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. I'd appreciate it if you showed a thumbs up, some love, and sub like you working at Jimmy John's. You know what I mean? And I'll see you on the next one.